Yo, what's going on, guys? It's time for that hype train to start going again. The devotion is getting a nerf. Tone is getting a nerf. Everyone won't be using Nuke Eject anymore. What is happening? These are just a few things announced in the new update that Respawn posted today. Every 2 weeks or so, they've been updating us on their blog called the Frontier News Network, and I thought I would relay some of the meat and potatoes from those updates to you guys in case you're not into that whole reading thing. It's the future. Nobody wants to read. That's why we have YouTube and Iniquity. So let's get into it. Unfortunately, I don't have my nephew Destin here to read the patch notes for you guys, but I'll do my best to entertain. Also, I'm not 14. I said it sarcastically in yesterday's video, and now everyone thinks I'm 14 with a wife and child. I'm gonna stop babbling. Can someone back there please start the damn in? Okay, where do we start? Listen, I'm just like you guys. I want to know when Livefire is actually going live, but Respawn is still going through console certification, which is a bitch, so they still can't officially tell us the release date. If you ask me, I see this update coming out like next Tuesday, the 28th. I'm putting money on it, but regardless, here's what they laid out for us. The new Mixtape Matchmaking will be seeing the light of day. If you guys played Rocket League, I think we can expect something similar, where we queue up for certain modes, and the first one that's found is the one we play. If I'm right in the assumption, it should work out pretty well. I'm hoping we see some more CTF and free-for-all in our future, but only time will tell. Also, we'll be having a new featured playlist section, and the first featured mode will be Livefire. We'll be getting double XP for whatever the featured mode is as well, and they go on to say that Livefire will be a limited game mode and was never meant to be part of the core list. That's kind of disappointing to me. I mean, in hopes that Livefire is actually going to be awesome. I don't want to see something like Bounty Hunt take its place as the featured game mode, and we won't be able to choose Livefire at all. I just feel like Respawn, you guys designed brand new maps for this game type. You're hyping it up like crazy for the past month, but you might actually take it away from us every now and then. Nah, don't do that. Just keep it in the core list. Maybe they'll change their mind if the community ends up really enjoying it. I don't know, but next up, the new execution, just as we thought, is absolutely STEM inspired, and it's called Last Hit. I'm still wondering how we'll have to unlock this bad boy. Do we have to buy it with credits, or do we need a certain amount of executions to unlock it like the last one? We'll find out soon enough. And they mentioned the new Coliseum map, Columns, but you guys already know about that. And we'll also be getting some new dialogue from the faction leaders, which I'm actually looking forward to. Listen, we know the 6-4 is a family. Stop telling us that. I might be overreacting a little bit, but what else? The patch notes. Now, I won't be going over everything here, so if you guys want to see every single patch being implemented, I'll leave a link to the notes in the description. Alright, let's see. They're adding custom button mapping for pilots and Titans. I mean, technically we already had this on every platform. PS4 and Xbox One already have built-in custom mapping, but I guess it's cool since it's now in-game rather than a console feature. They're giving console the hold to crouch option, which is something PC players already know about. Basically, this might make slide hopping easier for some of you. I'm already used to toggling my crouch, so I won't be using this feature, but I'll definitely recommend it to those who are still having trouble moving around the map quickly. Okay, this one I like. They're adding a hold to rodeo button for Titans. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is already something PC players could do if they added some special command to their startup config, and now we'll have it on console. Auto rodeos can be so annoying in those intense moments. I think we've all been there, so it'll be nice to actually decide when to rodeo and not have the game decide for us. They're also adding a film grain slider, which is much appreciated. I think that'll also help with increasing video quality for YouTube. Prime Titans can now use nose arts. Okay, I like that. What else? Ronin will now show his sword in loadout menus. That might be foreshadowing for some sword camo microtransactions. Unless I'm looking too far into it, I don't know. Okay, this one I love. Tone down the excessively loud dropship sounds in attrition. Respawn, I've been going deaf these last few months, so thank you. I literally made a thread on Reddit about this a week ago. I feel like you lurked my account and saw this, and you were like, this Iniquity guy knows what he's talking about. Let's buff Ronin for him and whatever else he wishes. I love you guys. Now, this one is interesting. Nuclear eject damage no longer fills your Titan meter. Oh boy. I think most people using Nuke Eject only used it for the chance of getting a Titan kill and immediately earning another Titan of their own in the process, which will no longer happen with this change. So I expect to see a lot of less nukes. I could be wrong though, maybe people only use it to try and get sick feeds so they could post their clip on the top 5 Titanfall Legends videos. We'll see, but a welcome change for sure. This is cool though. Holo Pilot is getting a buff. Kinda. It's not seeing any actual changes in cooldown or anything like that, but they're making the Holo Pilot seem more realistic in its movements. So it can be used on the zip lines in the new map Meadow, which is cool. It won't die as soon as it runs into a rock. They'll be picked up by sonar, which I think is cool. It might actually be a decent way to counter those wall hackers. I'll definitely do some testing with it when the update drops. I'm looking forward to that. I never thought Hollow Pilot was terrible. I just think the other options are always better, so I'd like to see some change there. What else? Reapers. Their range is being capped in attrition, so I guess they won't be able to snipe us as easily with those arm rockets they got, and the crit damage we deal to them is being increased, so they'll be taken down easier, I guess. This should make some people happy. And now it's sexy time. Titan balancing. Tone. Reduce salvo core's damage. Now, they didn't say how much they're reducing it by, so it might just be minor, or it could be an over nerf like the Volt. We'll have to test that immediately. Tone mains are definitely annoyed right now though. Increase the cooldown of sonar pulse, so not as much wall hack spam. Reduce the projectile size of the 40mm. It looks like it'll be harder to land those insta-kills on pilots, but I think good keyboard and mouse users won't notice a big difference. This could be game-changing, or it could be minor like I said. I agree that Tone needed some tweaking, but I really hope these changes don't send Tone to her grave. You know, I don't want 90% of players to use Tone like they are now, but I also don't want Tone to never see the light of day again. Hopefully she's balanced accordingly. Now, Northstar is getting a buff. Remove the damage fall off from flight core rockets. This should make her more consistent in dealing high damage. This is nice. One of the main complaints people have with Northstar is about her core, so this should help immensely. Oh, and this is my favorite. Increased dash regen rate, not only on Northstar, but on Ronin as well. I wonder how much faster we'll be able to dash, probably a second or two max, but I like that change. The Striders will be faster, which is a good thing for either repositioning or getting out of a shitty situation. I'm looking forward to it. And Scorch's weapon is getting a projectile path display when you aim down sights. I've used Scorch enough to have a flight path pretty much embedded in my brain, but this change might make more people use Scorch, and I love him, so no complaints there. And lastly, they're fixing the bug with Ion's Vortex Shield and splash damage. Legions, that means you get to be useful again. I'm happy for you. Congratulations. And finally, we've reached a weapon balancing. Oh boy. The Devotion. You've had your time to shine. Added very far damage settings, reducing its damage at distance. Added more kick to the first shot to make single shots more difficult. Increased view kick during sustained fire to create a slightly larger spread. This isn't enough to tell me if the gun is well balanced now. We'll have to test it, but it seems good. Right now it's the best sniper rifle in the game with no recoil and a fast fire rate, so these changes are welcomed. I just hope they're enough. The Archer Rocket is also seeing some changes. Fixed the homing speed so it will once again track targets as expected. Now I wonder if this affects how easy it is to dodge these things in a Titan. Normally I just slowly strafe to the left or right and archers just kind of fly right by me. Will that be the case though? I'm definitely curious because we don't want archers to be too good at hitting their target or else everyone will use them instead, which they might also do after this mag launcher nerf. Reduce the projectile speed, increase the fuse time. I think a good player will still do well with the mag launcher since the nades still explode on impact, and we never really relied on the fuse time, so I'll need to test these changes as well. Like I said, there's a lot more in the patch notes regarding bug fixes and other various things. Check it out if you got some free time, but I think I covered the most important changes. I'm excited for most of this, however, I am scared if the Devotion ends up sucking now. All those players will just start using the Hemlock or the G2 more, and then we're back to square one with cries for nerfs, so we'll find out in due time. Let me know what you guys think about all this. Was your favorite weapon nerfed? Was your favorite Titan buffed? Are you looking forward to live fire? Is Ronin the best Titan? Is Iniquity 14? Find out tomorrow on the next. Listen, I'm just going to go. Thank you for watching. Make sure to drop a like for me. I love you guys. Peace.